Kyle Rittenhouse just came out and said he is not voting for Donald Trump. This was a complete shock to me. Here is that video with his announcement.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
So my initial reaction to this is I think this is really, really dumb because politics is not about absolutism. I talk about this a lot. I understand the Second Amendment is important to Kyle. I think his Second Amendment is my pro-life stance. It's so incredibly important to me that abortion just gets banned outright in America. But here's the thing. I understand Trump isn't as resolute on the Second Amendment or abortion as I would like. That's just the reality. And the reason why he can't be is because Trump is not a king. He has 100 senators and over 400 congresspeople and justices and the bureaucracy that he has to contend with. And that's a good thing, by the way. The bureaucracy, not so much, but the senators, the congressmen, and the justices, that's important. We don't want kings because when Democrats are in, we don't want Democrats to just be able to do whatever they want. And so Donald Trump just can't do whatever he wants. I feel like this is what Kyle Rittenhouse wants. He just wants a president who can just do whatever he wants, and that's not how our republic works. It's never supposed to work that way. It shouldn't work that way. He has to be pragmatic. Donald Trump's job is to not be an absolutist, but his job is to win. He is trying to make a large, diverse coalition to win. You're seeing the GOP do this. This is why in the RNC, they had all these people who you would never really see in an RNC, but suddenly they were coming together because Donald Trump is showing, hey, we'll take anybody. Come join the party. Come vote with us. And as a Republican, that's a really good thing. Sure, you're not going to get that absolutism, but you're going to win. You're going to actually win elections. And so Kyle Rittenhouse is just throwing away his vote for nothing. Again, he can go out there and talk about how he loves Ron Paul. No problem with that. That Ron Paul, he's the man, best on the Second Amendment, cool. But when it comes down to it, Ron Paul is not really running for president. He's not going to win. And so, again, we're not communists. We don't go for revolutions. Conservatives believe in small incremental change and holding the line of the republic. That's what conservatives believe. If you're a commie, go be a commie, and you can believe in totalitarian dictators and all that, but that's not what Donald Trump is. His job is not to be an absolutist. Sometimes it sucks. Again, super pro-life, would love abortion to be banned. I have to acknowledge that Donald Trump cannot do it. It is not politically viable. It's not. And the political consequences of him doing it could be too brutal for the payout. And what I mean by that is if he goes too far, too fast, there could be a swing over and it could get shot down. People will not be prepared for it. A Republican could never be elected again. And so I have to acknowledge that there are incremental steps that we have to do, and we have to do our part in being smart to get the job done, whether it's for abortion or against abortion rather, or for the Second Amendment. So I think this is incredibly stupid. The only thing I will say positively about Kyle Rittenhouse is that he had the courage to turn a lot of his fan base off by saying something like this. Clearly, he's speaking from his heart. That's always a positive. So I hope people won't just totally denounce him. I think this is a stupid decision, but it's not going to have any effect on the election, so people can disagree with him. I don't think that means you have to stop listening to Kyle Rittenhouse or valuing his opinion on the Second Amendment. But again, it's slightly valuable because on one hand he's standing by his principles, but at the same time you can stay true to your principles and understand that politics is about preferences. It's between Kamala and Trump. It's not about choose whoever you want. No, those are the decisions, whether you like it or not. You might want Ron Paul to be in there. I would love DeSantis to be in that mix, but at the end of the day, that's not how our system works. So make your decision. Is Kamala better for the Second Amendment, or is it Donald Trump? And in the future, if Donald Trump isn't the Second Amendment hero that you want, that's what a primary is for. And if democracy, which we are a democracy, even though we are a republic as well, if it prevails, the people will decide the people who will represent us, and hopefully they actually represent the will of the people. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.